Chris Lynch, breaking news with Airpark Canterbury. Trusted parking, backing trusted news.
Well, good morning. As you all know, there is a state of emergency for the Selwyn district. The roads, though, across Christchurch are still pretty bad with many closures. To discuss this from a Christchurch point of view, Christchurch Mayor Phil Major is with me from the council offices. Phil, good morning to you.
Morning, Chris. How are you?
Not bad. Looks like Christchurch is not as bad as our neighbours, but give us the latest. Give us a sense of what we need to know from a Christchurch perspective this morning, Phil.
Yeah, it has rained a lot. Information is coming in now because it's daylight, and we're assessing it every hour. Civil Defence is monitoring it constantly. I've just come out of a meeting with 12 people in it, and we're looking at it all the way. High tide was this morning at 6 a.m, so we're on the right side of high tide, but there will still be flooding. There will still be road closures. Tonight there will be a problem, obviously, because there'll be another high tide coming in, but we can't clean the stormwater outlets out at the beaches, especially along Brighton that way, until about 2 hours after high tide. So we're on the right side of it. The tide will go out a bit. We'll clean out the outlets, because every high tide they get filled in again. So we'll clean out the outlets, and then that water will get away, because I'm sure there is a lot of flooding around the place. We've got another meeting at 12 noon to look at reassessing, especially Banks Peninsula. That's once again been hit hard in a few places. So people expect the same rain today that we've already had. It will peter out around about 6 o'clock tonight, but the tide's going out, it's still raining. It'll all sort of come together at the same time, but it will still be wet. What else we got? There are road closures. We're getting them as they come in. We can't just look at a photo and go, we'll make this a road closure. We've got to go through the right system and get, they'll have to put barriers up and do it properly, and then we'll definitely say there's a road closure. At present, water supplies are not compromised. That's not saying that's going to change, but as more information comes in, we will know. And the other thing is, if you don't need to go for a drive just for the hell of it, don't, because it doesn't help.
At that meeting you had with emergency management team today, was there anything of concern that you thought that we need to know about, or was it just a steady as she goes in terms of the rain, the persistent rain, which is slightly tailed off today, hasn't it?
The rain has backed off a bit, but that's not saying it's not flooded. We've got the normal ones like, say, Peter Tim's Meats, and I've seen some photos of that. I've seen some photos of the reserve at Akaroa. That's totally covered yet again because it was high tide and the water couldn't get out. And of course, there will be the Brenchley Ave, the Newport Street and all that sort of thing, which we've actually just yesterday were discussing pump stations to put in there to alleviate these situations, because we've now got this 20 million that we put on budget every year to go towards designing these things and fixing them. So we're heading in the right direction. We haven't sat on our hands, but that doesn't help the person going into the meat shop to buy his chop, which is wet.
Of course, Selwyn District Council has declared a state of emergency. Any thoughts on something similar in Christchurch, or are we not at that stage yet?
We're not at that stage yet, but we were just talking about that right then. It gives the public a lot of confidence, like we did the Port Hills fires, to go out more or less early, but it's not quite at that yet. And I'm sorry if some people are looking at this going, say, I'm bloody got water up to my knees, why in the hell is this not happening? But we'll assess it at lunchtime again to see, and my pen is poised over the piece of paper to do it, so that if it needs it, we'll be into it straight away.
All right, thanks for the update, really appreciate it. Christchurch Mayor Phil Major, thanks so much for your time this morning.
Thanks, bud, but we'll keep in touch.
Excellent.